Weird and interesting Pokemon fact of the day. Instead of piling together 5 facts for you today, I want to cover one that was very weird throughout all of my childhood. That being the Generation 3 Regis. Ruby and Sapphire was released over 20 years ago. And as a child, this was the equivalent of Mew hiding under the truck, except despite the fact that most of us didn't believe any of this, all of it was actually true. So allow me to tell you all about how you captured all 3 Regis in Generation 3. So the first thing we have to mention is that there are instructions on how you do this in the game. However, it's written in Braille. So what they did was to put the instructions on how to do this in a language made for people who have impaired vision or are blind, and then slap it on a flat Game Boy screen where blind people can't read it. Step 1. You need a Pokemon with Dig, Surf, Dive, and Strength. Step 2. You needed to catch a Relicanth. You also had to get your hands on a Wailord. You'd think you'd need some super special Pokemon if any, but no. It's these 2. Now you need to fly to Pacific Town. From here, you have to go west and make your way through the current puzzle until you find a little square where you can dive. After diving, head south through the cave until you find a Braille tablet and use dive again. Go all the way in the back and read the Braille, which will say dig here. You also have to move Relicanth to the front of your party and put Wailord in the back of your party. Now use dig and walk through the door that opens up. Now you go all the way in the back again and interact with more Braille, which causes the screen to shake. The game tells you that it sounded like doors opened far away. The Regis are now active. To catch Regirock, go to the desert above Mauville. Go east and then down and you will find the cave that is now open. Go all the way in the back and interact with the Braille. And then move to the right twice, then down twice, and use Strength. And the door will open up and you can now encounter Regirock. For Registeel, go to the Ancient Tomb, which you can find on Route 120. Again, interact with the Braille, but this time, go in the middle of the room and use Fly. And the door will open up and you can now catch Registeel. For Regice, head to Dewford and surf west to Route 105. Again, interact with the Braille. And then nothing, just stand there until the damn thing opens up and you can catch Regice. Now, obviously a lot of comments are going to say that it was the exact same in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. No. Although the process is the same, it was also very different. Ruby and Sapphire was released over 20 years ago, with no YouTube, limited access to guides, and in most cases internet. The fact that this was something that we were just left to figure out is absolutely insane, albeit incredibly cool.